Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien, and Bubba. Notice he's all spruced up, ready to say, I'm here to run as your president. Right, Bub? Yeah. Well, today, Friday, September 20th, 2019. Stand by for commentary. Well, I wanted to answer, keep on answering the letter I got yesterday on coexistence and intervention. For those couple of people that I mentioned yesterday, especially Mrs. Ann Wilson, and Mr. Powlecki. Yeah, he wanted to know intervention. I know you're a quack. This is according to him, quote. But I want to know why, just for laughs, why didn't you intervene when the Mushka attacked us in 2065? Well, Mr. Powlecki, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, uh, would you intervene if you were here in my place for yourselves? And forget about who you are. But look at you from another point of view. Would you intervene to help the human beings of planet Earth? And I'll tell you the situation. The Mushka, like I said, they're a reptilian race who used to live here, millions of years ago. Then they left because something happened here. Then they came back 70,000 years ago and found you guys. Didn't like that. Uh, but they don't like mammals, especially humanoids. Especially you guys here, because you guys are messing up their home ancestral planet, as they call it. But would you intervene? Being the race that you are today, looking at you, say you're sitting in the orbit of the moon with 37 ships. The Mushka only had 10. That's all they think they needed. They only needed 2, really, but 10 to subjugate the entire planet. They only used 2, but they just, we had a 37 to 10 advantage here. And you're saying, why didn't we intervene? Well, like I said, if you look at it through my eyes and say, why would we intervene in a race like you guys today? But let me put it this way, Mr. Palecki. Americans, and you're an American, you intervene a lot in people's affairs, and it costs you dearly. Specifically now, you got a tough task here. Let me give you the situation at hand. Iran has bombed Saudi Arabian oil fields. Okay? Yeah. And you guys are pondering how to answer that. Iran knows you can't interfere because you already got too much on your plate. They're counting on that. The way Mushka was counting on us not interfering because of our directives, and we didn't have a claim to the solar system, either treaty with you guys or anything else to help you. Now, in the Saudi Arabian case, what does the Americans have other than oil? Nothing. Saudi Arabia is a brutal regime, really brutal. It has nothing in common with human values or human being statues, does it? But the situation that's here, it's a cause of you because of 2 other interventions. Number one, you intervened in Iran in the 1950s to reestablish the Shah, which cost the anger of a certain Ayatollah Khomeini, which got thrown out to Paris in the early 1960s. He got so bad in Iran that the Shah just threw him out. But 16 years later, he came back and threw the Shah out. And thus you have Iran. Then you had the invasion of 1979 by the Soviets. You went over there and intervened on behalf of the Mujahideen. Yeah, Mujahideen, huh? And it cost you big time, didn't it? 9/11. See what I mean about consequences? What consequences would it cost you when you attack Iran for a nation that's really brutal, has nothing in common with human rights, as you call them, or in my case, it would be the destiny of free and sentient beings, which is what we look at. But you guys don't have that, not even in 2065. You guys are more into what accumulation of wealth, power, subjugation, killing, and you don't put the human race in any number one for the human race or anything like that. So the Mushka knew that we wouldn't attack, but they knew that they couldn't go to the next solar system because we are defending the other solar systems. Alpha Centauri, what you call Barnard Star, Tau Ceti, those are solar systems we defend. And why should we start an interstellar war big time when we had two other wars with the Mushka before? Cost us big time. But we intervened for the right cause. And the people who intervened are now thriving, and they're part of our federation. So therefore, we get fruits of our benefit. We wouldn't get any fruit of any benefit from you humans, because you haven't even got to the fact that you don't understand what a human being is. So I hope this answers your question, Mr. Pawlicki. If it doesn't, please email me back, and I'll definitely try to clarify it for you. Anyway, this is your alien, and Bubba. Good day.